Home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12 band, Lady Reveille, and early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing. Type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches. Or whether he's open, because he's always open.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
On the move. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin him back deep. Instead, they're looking for a huge play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Showing off the arms. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football.
Just plowing down the field. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Ripping through the defense. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play. That's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's battle. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He'll throw it. He's got his man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Battle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap it to the back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Can anyone catch him? Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Battle. Trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Poor starting field position here for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. The pirouette on the run. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. It's Robbins. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it inaccurate.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Slings it downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's battle. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him. Now on second down. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Using the quick game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Wide open downfield. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Wide out in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's a first down for the offense.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the... First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. They're testing the right side here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. He'll toss it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Here comes the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move! Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Volunteer! First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Massey. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Now on the move. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. The option look. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense.
Get set.
From the gun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And he takes it in the end zone for a... On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's battle. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. He's looking for a man on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain.